Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of my speedrunning series. To begin this series, I'm actually going to be doing a lot of questing and starting Slayer, trading over the stuff right now, what I need. Basically, I put together a list of like 10 to like 15 quests. Honestly, I don't even know the number as of right now, but there's going to be a lot of questing here, and I'm also going to get a start on Slayer, which is really cool. To begin, I saved a couple genie lamps from when I was fishing and I'm going to be using them on Slayer as soon as I finish the museum. Slayer is obviously the slowest skill. I mean, to my knowledge, I think it's the slowest skill up until agility takes over, but Slayer doesn't really become fast-ish until level 65, so I believe all of my lamps that I'm going to get before level 65 Slayer are going to go straight into Slayer. After that, everything will probably go into agility, but I mean, at those levels, it's so minimal what the XP is. Like an extra like 600 XP for agility or Slayer isn't going to be a game changer. What is a game changer though is how long I spend banking here. Like it's actually ridiculous. I remember when I made this clip, I was nerd necking, like trying real hard to get everything set, and I was very bad at it, so as you can clearly see, I was forgetting like thing after thing, and I just came out of a fishing hiatus, or whatever it's called, so. Okay, once I finally got everything done, ready to start museum so I can get rid of these lamps. I did forget my bolts right away for casting magic, or whatever they're called, so. One other thing I need to do as well is really organize my bank, because as of right now it's a shit show and I'm searching for everything, and it's becoming very time consuming, so that's something important as well. Now that I'm actually in the museum and finally able to do this, I'm going to be doing this and trading magic as much as I can while I go. I would hate to flex so early on, but it looks like we are done with the museum, and I have already achieved 9 Hunter and 9 Slayer, which is massive for the series. A whole nother 18 levels closer to a max cape. So to begin, I'm going to start with the Restless Ghost. My first goal as of right now is to complete the Canifis questline. Well, not complete, but get like far enough to where I'm comfortable and want to move on to the next thing. This questline is something that I will need to complete long term because it unlocks Sepulcher for agility. So right now I'm just getting started for any early rewards. Coming up on my first quest complete for this little phase of this account, Restless Ghost is complete. I mean, the post 99 XP that I'm getting from prayer from quests, in my opinion, isn't the biggest deal, but skills like agility or something, I'm definitely going to want to be sure not to do any post 99 XP with quests. Next Canifis quest would be Priest in Peril. I did kind of big brain this quest, and I had my alt just run me Essence and trade it directly to him. I did have to drop all of my shit though, which was kind of annoying, but it wasn't a big deal. What made it confusing was the fact I literally had like 20 inventory spaces. Okay, so I just logged in, traded the final essence, and the quest is complete. Now we do Nature Spirit. So I don't remember if I mentioned why I wanted to start off with Nature Spirit. I mean, yes, I mentioned the Sepulcher endgame, blah blah blah. So, like I said earlier in the video, I'm looking to do Slayer, or at least low level Slayer ASAP. So the reason I want to do Nature Spirit is because I specifically refuse to do Witch's House for hit points XP, because in my opinion it's like literally useless. Nature Spirit, on the other hand, I mean, free hit points XP, and I gotta do this quest anyway, so I might as well utilize it early on. And there we have it, quest complete. A whole 2000 hit points XP, which brings me to level 19. That's gaming. So, quests aside and looking more at the skilling side, I decided to give a shot on farming, get it started. I've decided not to do Fairy Tale Part 1 because I believe I need Lost City or something, and I don't want to be assigned Zagamites yet. So, for now, I'm picking these allotments, onions, and whatever else until level 12, and then I'll garden pie up until I can farm trees. Also, I am paying for protection on my pouches, but something I found really cool is you can use Ultra Compost on the patch, and it's genuinely good experience at these levels. So I thought that was pretty cool information. I promise I will get you Slayer one day, but something else I want to knock down skilling wise is construction. The cave's very useful, gives useful teleports to any POH portal, which is useful for a lot of quests. So I'm very quickly going to knock out 99 construction. So just to skip all of the boring crap because I mean you literally level up like 5 times every 3 minutes. Here's me finally hitting level 52 to be able to chill for a bit, have a butler set up, and do a consistent build slash remove method without having to worry about going into the bank for more planks or having a slow butler or whatever the case may be. I mean, being completely honest, this skill is a joke, so all I do is have a clip of me getting 99. This skill is ridiculously fast. My screen looks mentally impaired due to the fact that you have to kind of have like extra space in the middle to right click, left click, two benches. But this method's slightly faster than tables, and I actually had a lot of fun learning it. It was frustrating in the beginning, but near the end I got a lot better. There is our second 99, boys. Now we're 2 out of 23. Farming should be continuing. Right now I'm pieing up to plant oak trees. It's actually really nice. So I've had a lot of people suggesting, and I thought of this myself too. Basically saying when you do farming, should you just have like maximum amount of saplings in your bank or in your inventory and just run between patches and log out for 16 hours? Realistically, this does save me time, but at the same time, I mean, banking, assuming it takes like 15 to 20 seconds, it's really not that big of a deal to me to just log out and do a farm run and log back in and go train something else. So I'm trying to not rush farming, but get it out of the way pretty early on. And it will be done normally. I did end up doing Merlin's Crystal. I do need this quest long term for Piety and all that other stuff for Slayer, so I think I'm still thinking Slayer just really far long term, I guess. It's some nice, pretty passive magic XP because, I mean, as you guys know, obviously I'm training magic as much as I can while running between quests and stuff. So right after Slayer, I do also plan on doing Thieving, which brings me right into his Cult because that's free Thieving XP, so I'm going to be doing that now. I think another big reason on why I'm trying to knock out all these quests early on is, like I said earlier, it is for the early game reward because I don't want to be rewarded 2k Thieving XP at level 98 when it's significantly better at this level. So, but I mean, on top of all of that, I mean, Slayer I'm gonna want a block for. So the more quest points I get, the closer I'll be. And having 50 quest points to at least start my first like 65 Slayer levels would be pretty ideal. There we go. That's another quest complete. So I think this is actually the final quest that I actually need before I can start training Slayer, which is Dwarf Cannon, obviously. I believe after this I'm going to start training Slayer. Cannon will absolutely be a great way to zero time a bunch of early level range so that I can immediately jump into chins and I won't have to touch the lower levels. There we go. Complete. I figured before stepping foot in the Wildy, not that it has any relevance because it doesn't, but I might as well do Room Mysteries, right? I mean, I need the quest long term, and I don't think the order or when I do it matters at all. So I'm gonna quickly get this quest out of the way. There we go, that's another one gone. So I'm still continuing with my farm runs. I try to do one every night right before bed, and then the next day I work, so I end up doing multiple farm runs in a row. I'm only doing that for the sake of convenience because I can't play during the workday anyway, so it's kind of whatever at that point. I did end up going to PvP Arena to try to imbue my Berserker Ring and Slayer Helm slash Black Mask, and it's insanely OP. Would recommend anyone to try it for people who want imbue on lower level Iron Man or whatever. Only problem is I went straight for 400 points because it's 200 points per imbue scroll, and there's a cap at 300. So I played an extra 7 games or whatever for zero reason, which I thought was pretty cool. So now I do actually get to the point of training Slayer, which is pretty big. I have an imbued Black Mask and imbued Berserker Ring. I did somehow miss, like, lose the clip of my first few Slayer levels. I have no idea how or where it went. But at this point, I mean, I'm pretty comfortable training Slayer. I try to do it only at night when there's, like, minimal amount of PKers because I don't like being attacked. So typically what I've been doing is progressing my account through quests during the day, well, when I get home from work until like 10 p.m.-ish, and then late at night I end up training Slayer. I finally did achieve 500 Slayer points for Slayer Helm. I know obviously it's 400, but I was banking on the fact that I may be able to get a task that I would want blocked. So now that I'm officially have Slayer Helm unlocked, now I need to do 55 crafting, and I'll probably put Slayer on hold for a bit now. My next goal now that Slayer is complete is to do Thieving Artifacts. Essentially, now I have to complete a bunch of Zaya quests before unlocking them because you need teleports on the book. So I'm going to be doing that. And for each Zaya quest, you need 20% favor in the beginning. So this part's actually really annoying, and I'm probably going to lose at least an hour here, but it'll be worth it. So just to continue on the Zaya quest, I'm finishing up Client of Karen now, and while I was in other districts, I did end up doing some favors like you saw earlier with Arceus, that kind of stuff. Immediately after this quest, I'm going to jump right into the Piss quest while I'm here. I believe if I put the 20% on Piss, I should be good to go. There we go, quest complete. Wrapping up this Piss quest, this will put me at 30% favor, which lets me dig the sand. So at this point, I'm just going to focus on the other stuff because that's the last requirement I really need beforehand. It's actually ridiculous how much other stuff you need. There we go, quest complete. So now I need to complete as many other favors, 20% favors, and other quests I need to get these pages to the memoir. Adding it just like that. Hosidius Favor takes literally 2 seconds to get, so I ended up getting 20% Hosidius Favor. Now I'm doing Deaths of Despair for the next page of the book. That quest is out of the way. Plus another 8 teleports to our book, which is pretty cool. Artifacts do require 49 thieving, so I need to continue trading thieving. So I'm doing Tribal Totem right now, just for some extra thieving XP. That was a very quick and easy quest, free thieving XP. So I don't know why, but my clips are all over the place. So it's kind of why I'm like jumping back and forth between quests. I mean, the clips is one thing. I mean, there was part of me that did kind of jump back and forth between quests because when I was on and I was playing for like 2 hours straight, I did tend to want to quest a bunch in a row. And like I said with the Wildy Slayer, I didn't like doing Wildy Slayer at peak times. So, but I mean, I'm completing Dig Site now. I want to unlock Fossil Island ASAP so I can do birdhouses because I need 15 Hunter to finish the Pisk favor. And on top of that, I want to start planting tea trees and shit. There we go, dig site's complete. That was pretty juice mining XP as well. So now I literally just need 100 kudos and then I'm good to start the Fossil Island quest. I have to talk to Historian Mines and tell him all about Gylanor so that he gives me kudos. I thought it was very nice of him to give me an XP lamp, which is going right to Slayer before level 49 because I put that out of order in the video. So I'm cleaning the final stuff for finishing the 100 kudos or whatever, and unfortunately I did hit the brick wall of the clean necklace and got it after the other 5, but I did eventually get it. So I'm definitely going to need this for dig site teleports later on, or Fossil Island teleports later on. For obvious reasons, birdhouse, teak, whatever is on that island. It wasn't that bad. It only took an extra few minutes. So now I need to show all 5 of these to them and then put them all in the cases for 100 kudos. And then I am good to go. Ahoy, partners. Now we must sail this ship to Fossil Island to get the booty. And then we start the birdhouse runs and teaks and everything else. Okay, once the ship has finally landed, we will complete the quest. There we go. Now birdhouse runs. Okay, so of course, very important, I had to unlock the mushroom teleports on the necklace, so I ran to the birdhouse places to hit the mushroom right before starting our first run. I'm genuinely so glad I had the convenience of my alt trading me the stuff I need for birdhouse runs. Legit saves me so much time from having to buy each item one by one inside the Grand Exchange. You know what would be even more convenient? If I remembered my seeds. So I need the Karen Xerex Talisman to do the thieving method with artifacts. So I ended up doing the diary, and on my way here, I decided, well, I have to pick a fruit stall to finish 42 thieving or whatever level it is right before the feud. So here I am finishing it up. I did end up doing some crafting in between, although it was very aids, but towards the end I got lazy and ended up just doing alching. But that's why I have a chisel in my inventory, so this is pretty convenient mage XP and the crafting was pretty decent as well. So once I finished the fruit stalls for thieving XP, ended up going to finish the diary. Basically, what the diary does is it makes the Xerix Talisman 1 and 125. And I mean, it's a free 2.5k Slayer XP, so I mean, I didn't personally see any harm in doing it. I think it'll be more beneficial than anything, so I'm not complaining at all. I don't know why it took me so long to find the last task, which was pray at the altar, but I did end up finding it, which is pretty cool. And there we go. Also got 49 Slayer out of that. That's pretty big. So I'm just going to be very upfront with this. Doing this was honestly a clusterfuck. I'm used to my prayer protecting me from literally everything, and these bodied me. So this was an experience that I would probably not do this early on again. But I did end up getting the Xerix Talisman. Alright, so I'm now wrapping up thieving, kind of. Finishing the feud quests, and then all that's left after that is to get 49 thieving, and then I'm actually good to go for next goal slash large part of this series, which would be thieving artifacts. There we go. The feud is complete. I actually forgot I did need to complete the Shazen and Arceus quest for the extra 16 teleports on the book. So I'm doing that right now. The Shazen I did not get a clip of, but here's a clip of me finishing the Arceus quest. Quest complete. Alright guys, with all of that being said, now that I'm at the very end, just finishing up 49 thieving, completed all my quests for artifact thieving. After this, I have to actually learn artifact thieving, and then I'm probably going to spend my next couple of weeks sitting there doing whatever, unless something else pops on my mind. Because I won't lie, during this video, I did do a lot of stuff that wasn't really on my mind at the very beginning, but I kind of wanted to as I went through. So, TY again for watching. I will see you guys next video, and here's 49 thieving. Peace out.